Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Today I'll be unboxing the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck. This is by Fez Inkwright and published by Liminal 11. So I'd just like to let you know that this deck was sent to me by Liminal 11 for review. I want to give them a big thanks for sending me this deck to review on my channel. I'm super excited. Actually, really excited to review this. This has been on my wish list since I found out it was coming. So it wasn't even out yet. And I was like, I need this. And I'm super grateful and super excited to be reviewing it today. I do want to let you know a disclaimer that all my reviews, whether I buy the deck with my own money or it's sent to me for review, will always be 100% honest. I will never state things just because it's sent to me. So you'll always get an honest review from me, whether it's bought by me or sent to me. It doesn't matter to me anyway. So I just wanted to let you know that. And let's get on into this deck. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited. So yes, I've been wanting this deck forever. It came out last year, towards the end of the year, in December. It came out in December. Not available in Canada, wasn't on Amazon until recently, and it's not even in stock. It just says that it's temporarily out of stock and they don't know when they're gonna have it in stock. So yes, I wasn't able to get it yet. I was waiting for them to get it back in stock for me to buy, to review, but Liminal 11 ended up sending it to me, so I do again want to thank them. So yes, now we get to review it and look at these beautiful cards on my channel. So in the back it says an oracle deck that centers on the cycle of sowing and harvest, exploring themes of growth and rest. So the cycle of sowing and harvest is one that we see reflected around us every day. There are times for productivity and there are times for rest. The Seed and Sickle Oracle from Fez Inkwright, author of the Folk Magic and Healing and Botanical Curses and Poisons, is designed to encourage reflection on both of these. I really need to get these books. They're on my wish list, but I haven't picked them up yet. So I'm really excited. On the bottom here, it says that it retails for £23.99 pounds in the UK. Okay. So it says 1 to wither, 1 to grow, 1 for the she, and 1 for the crow. Oh, I like that. In Canada, it retails for, I believe, between $35 and $40 Canadian. I don't know how much it retails for in the US, but of course, everything will be linked down below as always in the description box. Ooh, so yes, this does come with 2 guidebooks, which I find really interesting. And I'm super excited to take a look at them. So I'll leave that there. Here's one guidebook, here's the other guidebook, and here are the cards. Let's take this plastic off. Okay. Guidebook number 1, the Dawn Guidebook. Let's read the back. In the Seed and Sickle deck, each card can be read in 2 ways. The dawn and the dusk, providing advice for every reader, whether you are actively working towards a goal or focusing on your mental well-being. This booklet contains dawn readings for the cards, perfect if you're starting a new project, building new relationships, or focusing on revitalizing yourself. If you're looking for guidance on how best to take care of your body and your mind, open the Dusk booklet for more holistic reading. Interesting. Okay, let's read the back of this. So in the Seed and Sickle deck, each card can be read 2 ways, the dawn and dusk. So providing advice for every reader, whether you're actively working towards a goal or focusing on your mental well-being. So this part is the same on the other book as well. This booklet contains the dusk readings for the cards for when you're looking for guidance on how to best take care of body and mind. If you're looking to start a new project or undertaking a period of expansion and growth, open the Dawn booklet for a reading that will help you achieve your goals. That is interesting. And there's so many ways that you can use this particular deck. So you can just work with one guidebook, the other guidebook, both guidebooks. You can really do whatever you want when it comes to this particular deck, and I absolutely love that. I have an idea of how I want to start working with this deck. I might use one guidebook in the morning and the other guidebook at night to see what kind of messages I get, and then maybe look at other ways on how I can use this particular deck. So let's get into the cards. These are the backs. I'm super excited. So the cardstock is matte, I guess. It still doesn't feel the same as the Lunasol. So the matte, that's the Lunasol. Definitely different. Might feel the same as the Mystical Medleys, actually. Yeah, it feels the same more as the Mystical Medleys. Ooh, we got the Happy Squirrel card. More of the Mystical Medleys kind of matte, which I don't know exactly what the name of this particular cardstock is. Okay, so first card we have is the Seed. Then we have Birch. Lily of the Valley. I'm obsessed with the artistry of this deck, like absolutely obsessed. Then we have Bracken, Wisteria. We have Buttercup, Poppy. We have Cherry. We have Magnolia. Chickweed. We have Jasmine. Cornflower. Pimpernel. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, actually. I don't even know what this is. Never heard of such a thing. Oak. We have Tulips. We have Moonwort. Ooh, there's a key. Look at that. That's cool. Lavender. This is so pretty. Bluebell. Interesting. Foxglove. We have clovers. Ooh, four-leaf. Four-leaf. Ooh, four-leaf. Ooh, I think that's it. The rest are three-leaf, I think. It's lucky. Got some lucky four-leaves in there. We have Belladonna. That's cool. Is that a chicken? There's a crown here. Interesting. Rowan. Clematis. We have Willow. Basil. Daisy. Pretty. Hops. This is what they use in beer. Hawthorn. Feverfew? Feverfew. That's weird. I've never heard of that. Very odd names. Then we have mustard. Asphodel. I don't know what that is either. Ooh, mushrooms. Mushroom. Ooh, I like that there's moon signs. That's nice. Moon signs. Pretty. Oleander. Reminds me of Harry Potter. Dandelion. Elder. Ivy. Ragwort. There's caterpillars. Thistle. Crocus. One or the other. Strawberry. Blackthorn. Rose. Verbena. That's interesting. It's a dove and an eel. The dove is on the eel. Her claws are on the eel. Interesting. Alder. Bramble. Citrus. Aconite. Interesting. There's like a ram's head and then like a key. Holly. Mistletoe. Chamomile. Mandrake. Henbane. I have no idea what this is either. Datura. Apple. And lastly, the sickle. There's 54 cards. Awesome. Okay, before I shuffle, I just want to go through both books. Okay, so we have a foreword, an introduction, quick reading guide. The cards are split into spring, summer, fall, and winter. That's cool. So seasonal energies. Reading the cards, spreads, and contemplating the tarot. Oh, complementing the tarot. Sorry. Let's see here what we got. Okay. Anything that I need to know? So through nature, we have learned what is safe to eat, how to regulate our bodies when we are ill, how to build shelter, how to clothe ourselves, and through the innate wisdom of plants and the stories that we tell about them, we can also learn how to guide ourselves through our own daily lives. Okay. So it's to guide you through living your year. Ooh, we have a quick reading guide. That's interesting. So it goes by seasons. So the spring, and then you have all the spring cards, which have keywords. Then you have the summer cards, which have all keywords. Fall, keywords again, and winter. Then it has a little blurb about the cards. Talks about that this contains the dawn readings. And then it gives you a blurb about spring and what it represents. So it represents new beginnings, fresh starts, and laying down of plans. And then it goes into the cards. We have a blurb for the card itself. So it seems like for each card we have a blurb. And when it goes into different seasons, we have a blurb about that season. So let's see. We have summer here. So those are all the spring, summer, and then fall. Even all the borders are different for the seasons. Winter. Okay. And then let's go into the back. So then we have a little thing about reading the cards. Very good. 4 pages. We have dusk versus dawn readings. Okay, let's see. So the seed and sickle can be read in 2 very distinctive ways, each leading into its own unique meanings. But how should you decide whether your spread is leaning towards dawn or the dusk? Look to your question. Does it concern something that is starting, has a sense of growth, or is glimmering with potential? Does it speak to expansion, activity, or the sense of seizing opportunities? Then it is a dawn question. Or is it inward, personal, or subconscious in nature? Does it regard your personal development, healing, or rest? Does it rely on many subtle things and influences? Then it is dusk. Oh, okay. And that makes sense. So it goes into that and explains reversals. Oh, the seed and sickle provides another approach. If a reversal appears in a dawn reading, it may be considered a dusk aspect and vice versa. Regard these as if they were viewed in a mirror world with their interpretations flipped. Interesting. I like that. So you can read reversals with this. Then you have the seed, so 1 card draw. We have the seed in growth, which is a past, present, future advice obstacles. Then you have the sickle, which is what is sown, on what do events rely, what will be reaped, and what will be nourished. Then we have the summer solstice. Cool. Then we have a winter solstice. Interesting. Then we have the seed in the wild. Roots, stem, leaf, the sepal, and the flower. Interesting. I like this. Here, complementing the tarot. Two systems each sit within their own space, so switching out a random card in a tarot spread is unlikely to be helpful. The tarot has its own set of relationships between the cards. Thus, the best use for an oracle deck is to make a 1-card draw that sits slightly outside of the spread itself. Here are 2 examples. The environment and divine guidance. Yeah, I usually pull Oracle with Tarot for like either an added message to the Tarot or the Oracle is the focus with the Tarot being an added message for the Oracle. And then these are the 2 other books that the author, this particular author has, which are on my wish list. I really need to get these. That's cool. Okay, so that was the Dawn guidebook. Let's check out the Dusk guidebook and see if it's the same. So we have a foreword, we have an introduction, quick reading guide, the cards, reading spreads, contemplating the tarot. Now, So the introduction and the foreword, I believe, are the same. The introduction is the same anyway. Now the keywords. So the keywords are not the same. So if you see the keywords here, so this is dawn, this is dusk, they're not the same for each, which is really cool. So you have different keywords for each of the summer, fall, winter. Then it talks about the cards. So pretty much the same, except they change this part. Then it goes into the spring. Okay, I wonder if that's the same information. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same, with this being the rest of it. Okay, so that's the same. Obviously, this would be different because it's a different guidebook. They're still separated by seasons. Then you have reading the cards, which is going to be the same in both books. Yeah. Reversals, dusk versus dawn readings. Are they the same spreads? Yep, so far. Nope, this one has the spring equinox. So the other one has, the dawn has summer and winter. This one has spring and fall. Awesome. So I have a spread for each season. Fantastic. I love that. And then this is the same in both. Contemplating the Tarot is the same. And we have the same information at the end. Okay. So now let's pull a card. I'm going to shuffle this. We'll pull a card. And, oh, these shuffle nice. Oh, we got the seed. But I just don't want to read number 0. Okay, 0 and 2. So let's read 0 and 2. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to start with 0, which is the seed. So I'll start with the Dawn guidebook. So the seed is in spring, so I'll read the spring part and then I'll read the seed. So spring. Spring is the true beginning of our year, a time when the ground thaws and the first shoots of new growth begin to show. With the slowly lengthening days of warm sun and blue skies, it's the ideal time to set a new path for yourself. That may be a new project, a new hobby, or a big change in your life. Perhaps it's even time for a new look entirely after winter has held everything in stasis. Cards in the spring suit represent new beginnings, fresh starts, and laying down plans. They are transitional cards symbolizing the change from the dark, dormant months into a state of awakening and renewal. Now, the seed. This is the beginning, the first act that will set all your plans into motion. The seed may seem small, but it is full of potential, containing everything it needs to grow into something incredible. Take the time to nurture it and give it the right conditions to flourish. You may already have several seeds growing. Do not be afraid to let this one remain dormant a little longer. It will come to fruition when the time and conditions are right. Now, for the quick guide, the keywords for this card are nurturing, choosing the right time, and seeking potential. So nurturing, choosing the right time, seeking potential. And then this is what I read in terms of the seed and what I read in terms of spring. Now let's look at the Dusk guidebook now. So in terms of quick reading guide, containment, protection, and patience are the keywords. The seed. Seeds can remain dormant for many years, waiting for the right conditions to grow. This seed represents your potential for the future, but also the protective shell about it. Do not be afraid to contain yourself for a while, to take a deep breath and remain where you are until the right season comes around. A seed that sprouts too soon can fall prey to cold weather. Focus on yourself until you're sure that the frosts have passed. So these are the keywords that I read. Containment, protection, patience. And then in terms of the seed. The spring part is the same, so I wasn't going to read it again. Okay, so that was the seed. Now, in terms of the Lily of the Valley, I really do love this card. This is beautiful. Now, the keywords for Lily of the Valley are taking opportunities, having the courage to be bold. That's in terms of dawn. Now, let's see here. In terms of the dawn meaning, Lily of the Valley blooms at the same time that the nightingale returns from its yearly migration. Legend claims that this is because the lily fell in love with the nightingale's beautiful song. But with the lily too shy to confess its feelings, the nightingale is none the wiser and leaves each year for warmer climes. Don't let your reservations hold you back, and you might find that an opportunity is gone before you have the chance to take it. There is courage in being bold, and others will only know what you want once you find the strength to say it. Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. So this is what I read in terms of the Lily of the Valley. And these are the keywords in terms of Lily of the Valley. Now, for Dusk, we have careful consideration, looking beneath the surface. Then for the meaning, we have a medicine known as agua aurea, gold water, has historically distilled from Lily of the Valley and was so valuable in combating stroke and nervous disorders that it was kept in vessels of gold and silver. But despite its delicate appearance, the heart-shaped seeds, the majority of the plant is highly poisonous. Don't let appearances deceive you. Something that looks appealing may turn out to be dangerous, and something with a toxic reputation may prove to be of value to you. Look beneath the surface and do your research before making a full decision. Wow, that's so good. So these are the keywords, and this is what I read. These are so good. Also, these books are not hardcover, they're just regular bound books. But they're so cute. They're such cute books. And very versatile, and you can still definitely take these with you. For example, like, you don't need to take this box. I feel like sometimes you can just put these things in a small pouch and you can just take these things with you. But those are amazing. I honestly can't wait to start using this. I'm going to be using this as a daily pull and see how it goes from there while I work with this, because this deck definitely requires work. And I'm super excited for that. So I do thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this deck. How do you feel about 2 guidebooks? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have this deck? How do you use it? Let me know. I'd love some ideas to see how else I can use this deck. If you don't have this deck, what are your thoughts? Is this something you would bring into your collection? Let me know in the comments below and we'll have some great conversations. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much and have a great day.